What's going on, gang? Welcome back. Welcome back to another streaming
What?
watch
What?
party. You know what it is. Cece's back. Cece fires Cheryl Reeves. Trade her off. All star. We doing it all. Yes. She got Cece has a lit crew on All Star. She has a lit crew. I love that she picked the rookies though. I love that. I
Do
love
you
that.
that's an interesting conversation. So like I went live for the game yesterday, the New York game, and I forgot the draft was even happening. So I went live a little early and I just like followed it. I'm like, damn, they went Caitlyn. I think their starters, I think Caitlyn's starters are gonna whoop Nafisa, but their bench, I don't know. I don't know. Nafisa seems to have a stronger bench because they're bigger. I just think they're going to kill CC's team on the
I think
boards.
I,
But
I think
it's
that's
just
a
going to be interesting because CC's small and fast, and Nafisa is just like big.
I think I think that works in CC favor because they are smaller and faster.
Yeah,
They're gonna weigh them down. I think they're gonna weigh them down because they older.
that's
You
true. It's
know,
pretty interesting.
yeah. I mean, she only picked Angel Reese for rebound purposes, but anything else, that's about it.
Well, I mean,
Um,
in Angel's defense, she's been playing a lot better. I mean, her field goal percentage has improved. So I mean, she's playing a lot better.
I want to me, I feel like if teams play defense on her and Paige and others, like they play Caitlin Clark, I think these field goal percentage is like kind of like misconstrued a little bit. In Paige's defense, she could get her bucket anywhere in the mid range, but
Oh my God, yeah,
but the last few games I have seen teams are starting to like really guard her now, like really trying to guard her.
yeah.
Angel defense, I think they know she doesn't score really well,
I thought
so
you were
they
gonna
kind
say
of,
she can't shoot. They know she can't shoot.
yeah, they know she can't shoot, that too, and they leave her out there. They leave her out there, so they let her. I think they allow her to do the things that she does. So I'm not surprised at all. I'm not blind to the fact. So it's to me it's funny. So, but at the end of the day, um I feel like Caitlyn crew. I think they're gonna win. I really do. I just think they're gonna win. I
I
mean,
think it's
you
gonna be a
got
good game regardless.
because they her starters is going to be so quick.
Hmm.
The feature they're gonna have the feature guarding. Got Stu. She had to get her Yukon crew over there. CC was gonna get Kelsey now, but Asia. I heard Asia Wilson is hurt.
Yeah, she hurt her wrist at the game last night. So like she Phoebich Leone was guarding her
Hmm.
and she went up for a layup and it wasn't like a defensive anything. It was just she fell and tried to catch her fall with her
Ooh.
hands and she kind of landed funky and
Mm.
her wrist, yeah, it was kind of like a landing injury. So she came back in, she shot her free throws, and then I guess they pulled her out again. So I
Mm.
saw on Twitter that she's getting an MRI. So I don't know if it's fractured or broken or what the deal is.
If she's hurt, if she her hands fractured, she's about to miss a lot of games.
Yeah, I heard Satu's hurt too. I don't know when that happened, but
Yeah, she got hurt a couple games ago, a game
is she
ago.
back or is she still out?
She didn't play the last game they played against Dallas and everything,
Yeah.
and finally, Grim Reaper, the Wanda Bonner, who bamboozled the
Yeah.
Indiana Fever and win it. Man, I'm really peeved
You're
about that
salty. Yeah.
because I, as much I ain't gonna lie to you, not as much I really want to make a video and just really go in on her. I'm not going to waste that energy given to her like everybody else been doing. Like they was making. I'm like I made one video about talked about it and that's it. I'm not going to give anything too much effort, because at the end of the day, it's what it is. I think Stephanie. To me, a lot of people to me, I feel like she did Stephanie White wrong. I think Stephanie White brought her over there in good faith because she coached her and everything. And I think to me, I just felt like um Alyssa Thomas played a whole factor. I think Alyssa Thomas was in her ear a lot the whole time, trying to like, hey, how is it over there? She's trying to, and then all of a sudden her whole demeanor, her whole energy start changing. She was so gun ho coming over there, and I think ever since she had got that record, and they had asked Alyssa Thomas about it, she kind of like, yeah, I'm happy for her, whatever, but she kind of like, she wish she didn't do it in Indiana, you know what I'm saying? In that uniform. So, you know how Alyssa Thomas feel about Indiana anyway, from last year. So that's why I didn't understood the signing with DeWanna Bonner. But it's what it is. She's over there now. I really don't want the. They think I now to me. I feel like they still ain't gonna win the title because you still got Minnesota and them, and I just
Yeah,
don't. And Satu just can't stay healthy. That's just
yeah. I
to
think
me.
Dewana Bonner, like, I don't know. I was salty at first because I was like, "Damn, you did us dirty," and we did lose that length. So her leaving, like Indiana waiving Dewana Bonner, while she didn't play well and she was bench, whatever, she did bring that length off the bench, right? So we do have that missing piece now. But at the same time, I don't think Dewana Bonner would have left if she didn't have, and I put a video on this yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I don't think she would have left if she weren't guaranteed to go to Phoenix. I don't think she would have risked her season,
Mhm,
potentially her final season to sit on the couch. I think she had some sort of handshake or some sort of nod from Phoenix that if she were released, they would pick her up.
mhm,
Otherwise, I don't think she would have. I don't think she would have agreed. I don't think she would have asked for a trade, or I don't think she would have let Indiana waiver. You know what I mean? If she didn't have something
mhm.
already lined up, but at the same time, Indiana didn't have to waiver. They didn't have to let her out of her contract. So I don't know. It's a win-win. DeWanda Bonner wasn't really contributing things. She wasn't
True.
happy. So I think Indiana lost the length, but at the same time, we now have cap space. We have now have money to bring in a real player. So I'm hoping they bring someone in this week. I think this is a final week. They can
Yeah, because
finalize the
the
roster.
13th is Sunday.
Yeah.
Karen said Bonner was lied to, shows Kelly and Amber.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was lied to because they really changed the offense to cater to Wanda Bonner,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it was. And I don't
Yeah.
think the Wanda Bonner just couldn't keep up with the pace that the Fever really wanted to run.
She was
And
winded. She was like
yeah, she
10.
was
She was
winning. She
tired.
if you look at the games that they was when they first started out the season, they started running. She was so gassed, so bad. She's used to playing a slow, methodical game. And Stephanie White, go back to all the signings. Listen to how each one of them, from Sid, Sophie, and Natasha Howard, and DeWanna Bonham, all three of the others said they welcome the fast pace. They want to run. DeWanna Bonner was the only one never said anything about the pace, wanting to run, or anything like that. Um, what was her and Howard promised? I don't know, Kelly. I mean Karen. I don't know.
Probably a
Uh,
starting role,
I
I would
mean, I
imagine.
think I think they was promised a starting role, pretty much so. Because they was the only major free agent signings for the Fever. So you kind of think they would have had a starting position. I just think that if you go back and listen to Amber Cox, she said we did everything to accommodate her.
Yeah.
That means they changed the offense around for her. They try to make her the vocal point of the team, which it kind of like rubbed others on the team the wrong way.
Specifically Howard, her and Howard.
Yeah, her and Howard. So and now after she left, and we got, even when they had got Ari on the team, and Ari was making plays for her, she still could not execute the plays. She started whining to the refs, and like we was talking about last live, how she was getting that special whistle in Connecticut, she wasn't getting it in Indiana. Because it's the refs against Indiana, you know, and so now she's going to Phoenix, where she's going to get that whistle again. Now she's going to get that whistle because she's been in the league a long time. But that's what you sign up for. You sign up to come to a team to help a team win games. whether you get a special whistle or not, you should use a professional. You've been in the league over 16 years. You're 37 years old. You should have played. You should have came in there and gutted it out, but you didn't. But now Ari McDonald took her place. Um, and it made the team a little bit more better. They a little bit more. They run a little bit better. Yeah, they didn't have CC there for a whole majority of the part, but at the end of the day, I think having CC back now, Dantes is back today. She came back, so that's good. You get to have her back on there. I don't even know who they're gonna pick up. That's the only my only thing is who is they gonna pick up by Sunday? What is the key player they're gonna pick up by Sunday?
Well, we don't know who's on the couch. I mean, there's players who weren't, who didn't make the league. So there's people sitting on their couches. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to pick up someone who's
Yeah.
not in the league anymore, or if they're going to try to work out a trade or get rid of Bree Turner and work something out. There's a lot of rumors that Indy is going to offload Brianna Turner. Like I said, it's a rumor, but it's an
Yeah.
interesting one. That would free up more cap space, but I
Because
don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's overseas options. They have so many options.
mm,
Um, I just hope they don't drop the ball, like, because they promised us a lot this off season, and
yeah.
it's just a huge letdown. The whole now you know thing, it kind of just
Mm,
like blew up in their face because I'm like, what? Who did you get really? Like who? I mean, Ari McDonald wasn't even an off
Connie.
like uh an off-season pickup. She was a hardship contract. Like out of who they drafted, who did they
Mm-hmm.
get this off-season? Who was that now you know player?
Yeah. Who is
Sophie
that man?
Cunningham, arguably, but
Yeah. But the thing about it is that at the end of the day, um, what can we do? What can we do?
what's up, Connie? What's up, Brent? What do you think about the Cheryl Reeve thing? I was laughing my head off when I saw that. I wasn't mad that she was CC's coach because honestly, like they both like to win. I don't think Cheryl Reeve would have tanked it because she would have been more pissed that they lost. So I don't think it would have been a
Hmm.
problem. But I don't know. What do you think of that coaching trade?
I loved it. I'm glad because a
Yeah,
lot of people didn't want Cheryl Reeves on, coaching the team.
yeah.
They didn't want her coaching the team. I didn't want her coaching the
Sandy
team.
Brondello did the post game um,
That's who
last night, and
I
her
want.
son texted her.
Mm.
I guess during the game, saying that she was she was traded to CC's team. But you should watch that post game; it was kind of funny. She was excited.
Oh, I think I caught it on
Oh, you
X.
did?
Yeah, I caught it on X, and I was like, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
she's
yes.
excited.
So that's pretty good to me. I like that. I'm really glad that Sandy is coaching this team because she's more to me. I feel like she's more um the type of coach you will want for Caitlin.
Yeah.
Instead of um Cheryl Reeves because you could tell she ain't gonna know she wasn't gonna know how to coach Caitlin anyway.
No. I'm nervous for this game, man. This game's about to start. I'm nervous, man. Stephanie White's talking about having CC off ball and playing Ari McDonald more at the point, and having CC run screens for Kelsey Mitchell and stuff. I'm really hoping Stephanie doesn't become Stephanie Size today and doesn't use CC as a decoy. That's my only concern for this game is that she's just going to have CC set screens and stand in the corner. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on this game. I'm kind of nervous with the coach.
I I'm kind of like if you think about I'm kind of like torn a little bit both
Yeah,
sides because if you Cece was or see okay Cece was in her post game a couple of days ago, well after practice, and she said that she's looking forward to play with Ari. It's going to help her a little bit more. If you think if people really, I think people should understand like how I said this in one of my videos. I said Michael Jordan was a ball dominant player. Kobe Bryant was, but they started playing off ball some because you had to had a with Derek Fisher was a point guard in L.A. John Paxson and B.J. Armstrong, they was a point guard in Chicago, and it allowed Jordan to roam and be more fluid in the game. That's the point of off ball. If you got the players to set up the off ball movement. I think one of the issues with this team is that they do not have really the off ball players to set up the movement for CC because
Well,
there was
Airy can now, but
yeah. But that's the point. Ari could come in the game and help her where she could run off screens like Steph
yeah,
Curry can and get them easy, quick shots. That's what I'm looking for more. I'm not so much down on the off ball movement. I want to see the fluid of the motion of that, how it works, because I've seen great players utilize that style of offense to free open more so than just exactly shallow. That's my point exactly. She doesn't get real screens. If she
or
was to
flip
get
screen.
real screens like she's supposed to, then we wouldn't even have this discussion about her being off ball because
Yep.
you would see it in its natural form. That's why I always tell people go back and watch Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Steph Curry, how they utilized the off ball movement because of how they had that point guard that was able to put pressure on other teams. Aries is going to help CC put pressure on other teams. You can't take away one. And then if you have Kelsey Mitchell on the floor, you can't you that's three guard lineup is it gonna
That's too
help.
small.
I know it's too small, but in certain teams you could play it against and run it a little bit faster. But I'm just looking at it in a whole different. I'm trying to be more perspective about it because I have seen it
Yeah.
in basketball, but a lot of people are so down on it so much. It's just like I mean, you gotta watch other great players. Richard Hamilton. You gotta think about pure shooters like Reggie Miller, Rip Hamilton when he was with Detroit before he got traded to from the was it how he moved without the ball all the time, but he never cause had the ball in his hand like how Caitlin and all the
Yeah.
others used to have. You look at LeBron, he don't play off ball some. He's a point forward, but he could because he could dribble. But you got to think he had a Kyrie Irving playing with
Not
him.
an AI is my boy.
Yeah, I love AI. That's my
Yeah.
man. I love AI. That's my
I think
man.
Caitlin can be good off ball. She needs to get better with moving without the ball. And I mean, and I think she's worked on it. But you
Yeah,
can't have Kelsey on the floor and play Caitlin off the ball. If you play Caitlin off ball, you need
yeah,
another playmaker, and that's what Aries. So
yeah. Exactly, and
only
that's why
ball that
that
can
to,
work is if Aries is on the floor with CC. If Aries is
yeah.
not on the floor and you
It's
just
not
rely,
going.
Kelsey's not a playmaker. Aries will at least pass Caitlin the ball. No one else, it's
Mm,
been proven. No one else is going to pass CC the ball. No one else can create plays and be a playmaker. So I think if Stephanie White's going to do that, I think Aries needs to be on the floor for it to work.
yep, I agree with you on that one. You gotta have for it to work. You gotta have CC. I mean, and Ari on the floor at the same time.
Yeah.
Kelsey doesn't do it. Sid doesn't do it. Like so that's why I think so. And I like I said, I understand everybody's frustration, and stuff. But y'all gotta think about this. We was at this point. We was screaming more harder last year against Christy Sides because of what we expect from CC. But look what they did when they came into the league. What happened when they came in last year? So I just think that it'll shape up. Like I said, I'm a very optimistic person. I think it's going to turn around in the second half of the season. CC's going to be back. I don't think she play a lot of minutes. I think she does get minutes restriction a little bit in this game.
Yo,
So
They're starting Airy with CC. I'm here for it.
yeah,
Uh, Stephanie White's going small for this game. Yo, I'm here for it. Kate
yeah.
Martin's getting the start. Oh man. Oh, I'm so excited to see CC and Airy. Oh man, I hope CC goes off.
So Lexi not starting. Okay, so okay,
Oh, they must have changed that
yeah,
lineup. I
yeah.
I think I think that I still don't like Natasha Howard in the starting line. I really don't. Like she's my only like
The-
get her out of there.
that's to me, if anything, that change to me, I feel like needs to happen.
Yeah.
They have to bring somebody. They got because you need a person that can move outside a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With a ref. Call a good guy. Oh boy, Shallow,
Wow.
you,
There's a
Shallow,
lot of kids
you,
in the game. Maybe they'll be on their best behavior.
yeah,
I don't think they'll
Shallow,
let them like punch people in the face this game. I think that's going to be basketball and not
yeah,
rugby. Maybe.
Shallow hitting it hard already. Like, mm-mm.
Kayla Thornton got the tip off. She's CC's new teammate for the All Star. I'm
I
happy
know.
about. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I'm glad she got Kayla Thornton. I'm glad. That's just.
Ooh, CC's guarding Kate Martin hard. I'm liking this.
Oh, see, you already started ahead of me too
Ooh,
fast
CC
already.
with the early foul. All right, CC's bringing the ball. Okay, CC's bringing the ball up. I like it. Okay, what's your
Mm.
time?
My time is
Are you that? Are
9:40.
you behind already? Oh, damn, you're way behind. Are you
Yeah,
watching on? I'm watching on League Pass.
yeah, it's on lead pass. I don't know why it's so slow on lead pass.
All right,
I'm
Barry
gonna go
passed
to,
the ball to
I'm,
CC.
I'm gonna go
CC.
to,
Oh,
oh,
CC got jacked.
she got foul.
No, she got stripped.
Mm. Who
Kate
stripped
Martin
her?
for a long three. CC with the rebound. CC needs to do a heat check.
Mm-hmm. Definitely super heat check. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go to one of these other channels real quick. I'll
AB
probably.
taking on Temmie. Howard. Howard got the mismatch with Kate Martin. Air ball. Howard's back. WM. She got the
Mm.
MVP.
Yeah, Howard.
Air
Howard.
ball. I mean, both teams are trying to push the pace. It's just sloppy so far. Hopefully,
Mm.
this starts to clean up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Caitlin with the heat check. Oh, Howard got stripped off the rebound. Wow, there were so many fouls on Howard there.
Did you see? Did you see Caitlyn? With the the football the football pass.
Oh yeah, with Stephanie White's kid.
Yeah, I like. So
Oh, let
this.
me. Are you all watching the game? Do you want me to put the box score up again? Do you want me to
Yeah,
display the
yeah,
box score?
yeah.
You do?
That'd be cool.
All right, let me. All right, Indiana can take the
Okay,
lead
good.
right here.
What's the score?
2-2. With Kelsey Mitchell going to the line. The box
Okay.
score is going to be ahead. I just pulled it up and they're ahead, but I'll pull it up.
Mm, okay. I got it on NBA TV, so I don't know.
See if I can get this ad out of the way. There you go. Um, so Indy needs to win this game. Um, we got the
Uh,
tiebreak between Vegas if we do tie them. If we lose this game, we're tied with Vegas at 10-9 with Indy with the tiebreaker. Um, but then Golden State will remain ahead. So we need to win this. We need to start creating space in the
yeah.
playoff standings. So we need to
What's your time now?
win. 7:33.
Okay, I'm at 7:40. I'm keep refreshing it, see if
Can
I
you
can
see
catch up.
the box score? Can you see the actual
Yeah.
score, or do I need to scroll up?
You probably have to scroll down a little bit.
You can't see the score displayed.
Uh
Okay.
uh.
How about now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the fever set. So I'm keep trying to refresh it. Well,
Barry McDonald with the three. At least I think that was a three.
yeah, it's 9-4 now. So I'm trying keep trying to refresh. Cause don't wave. It's
CC with the ooh. CC trying to push the pace. CC with the midi. Let's
yeah
go, CC
with the midi.
with the midi. Woo!
Um,
She
I
cooked
can,
her defender, dude.
I'm trying to keep refreshing. It won't let me get nothing. Dang it.
Oh, AB just got cooked by Temmie.
Not Timmy cooking AB. Come on, AB. I know you ain't about
Oh,
to do
CC
that.
from three. Boom! Woo! CC heating up.
No.
It's
See,
getting hot in her.
that's a different style.
Yo, CC's about to pull another New York game. Howard with the steal, with the layup. She should have passed. Howard should have passed that.
And she. That's what I'll be saying. They don't know how to play fundamental basketball. It's so much. Let me get mine too.
Woo!
All right.
CC running up the floor, taking on Tammy. Passing to Howard with the layup. Howard made a layup.
Woo Howard with the layup.
She
I'm
caught
kind
the
of like
pass.
okay. I'm at 5:52.
CC's looking to pass the. Oh, hopefully Stephanie White doesn't sub Caitlin out. Caitlin looks a little winded though.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
needs to
you
get
could
back in
tell.
game
Yeah,
shape.
you could. Yeah, she is looks a little tie.
Yeah, she looks a little tired. I think she needs a breather. She needs to tap out. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's tapping out. She's winded.
You drive in, feel your defender, boom.
See, it's their
That.
defense. You'll get there. They're
Yeah.
having defensive breakdowns because everyone's doing what they've been doing and going for help defense, and that leaves the
Yeah.
paint wide open. And now they're slow to get down there to block the defender driving to the hoop. AB needs to stay in the paint. AB needs to stay in the paint and protect the
Yeah.
paint, but she
They
doesn't. She constantly leaves, and that
and
leaves
then
it leaves the lane wide open.
you think it. Monica Billings is so slow. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So why would you not stay down there? She's not a threat to score.
Yeah, but you don't need AB doesn't need to go help, right? All the time. There's
Exactly.
other players who can I don't know,
Exactly.
like they're just leaving the lane wide open all the time with that help defense and it drives me crazy.
Yeah. I'm with you. Drive me bananas as well. They need to get it together. Get it together, people.
All right, let's check. Let's do a heat check. The box scores, you got Caitlin Clark with 5, Mitchell with 6, Howard with 2, McDonald with 3, and then for the Valks, you got Temmie and Hayes with 2, Valerie Burton with 5, and off the bench Billings with 2. So far, Valks are 50% from the field, and Indiana's almost 67% from the field. So far, both teams are shooting fairly well.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I wish I could get this.
Are you seeing this bird commercial? Am I still? Yo, this commercial's put me to sleep. Are you seeing this bird thing?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I'm seeing this like enjoy the zen. We'll be right back. I'm about to conk out.
Cause the game is on NBA TV too, and I was trying to keep refreshing it, and then it won't to catch up to the actual game. Let me see if I could go back in there
Yeah, I
again.
just came back from break. Are you back yet, or are you still on commercial?
I'm not even. It's probably still on. I don't know
Okay.
why I never could catch up. So I'm
All right.
trying to.
CC, I think is coming back. She coming back in? No, she's still on the bench, and it looks like she's sitting on a foam pad on the bench. So I
This is
think her
probably see.
groin. Yeah, I'm wondering if her groin still isn't 100%. But she put. Yeah, she's about to sit on the foam pad. Yeah, I don't think her groin is 100%, or maybe they're just like taking precautions.
I think that's something they, like trainers do, get on the bike to stay loose,
Yeah,
and you keep applying heat to it and everything like that, so she could. That's probably another thing too.
yeah. Instead of a donut, she's similar to a donut. She's sitting
Yeah.
on a foam pad.
Are they back in action yet?
Yeah, it's 4:58, and Mitchell's about to inbound the ball.
Hmm.
I don't know, chat. Am I too far ahead of you guys too, or are you guys where I'm at?
I think you're way ahead of me because
Ooh,
even though I'm refreshing it.
AB with the bucket. 18-11. Lexi Hull with the defensive rebound saves the possession, and Sophie Cunningham on deck to come in.
Mm-mm.
I'm
I'm
watching
gonna
League
just
Pass, and you guys are way ahead of me. Dang, I'm on League Pass.
go back to League Pass and just it'll catch up. It'll probably speed itself up like it did the last time.
Yeah. Ooh, Kelsey Pistol Mitchell running to the cup. A little too hard. AB scrambling for that rebound. Valk's got it. Woof. Ari McDonald pushing the pace, bringing it to the hole. A little too hard. She draws a foul though. Ooh, Ari's a pistol too. She came
Yeah,
out like a cannonball.
yeah. I'm kind of like a play behind.
Oh, are
Right.
you? I'm at
Yeah,
Aries about to go to the line. I'm at 3:52 and Aries on the line.
yeah. I'm at 3:55.
So you're 3 seconds behind. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-mm. She just has this exciting little kid look on her face when she
Yeah.
plays.
She's just happy to be there, man. She
Yeah,
and I like Stephanie White so far has just been letting them play free. Like she's not doing
yeah.
any crazy plays. She's just letting them play.
That coach Natalie, whatever her name is, she's
Yeah.
getting animated on the sideline.
She is. She's very yeah.
I have noticed too. The Letitia Amir, she hasn't been playing her a lot ever since she.
Camaraderie or whatever.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
rare, yeah. She hasn't played her a lot. I've been watching them, and it's like she hasn't really like took bring the scoreboard down a little bit.
Oh, like
No, no, the box score.
what do you mean? Where here?
I guess I couldn't see. I guess they could see it. I think I can't see it because of
Oh,
my
can you guys see the score? I'm scrolling. It's all the way up.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys see the score? Oh, let me refresh maybe.
There we
How
go.
about now?
That's cool.
Okay. Can you all see the score now?
Yeah.
Oh, Cece's not on the bench anymore. Is she ready? Is she? I don't know if she's on deck to come in or if she's maybe. Oh, she's in the tunnel. She's on the bike.
Yeah. That's what I say. I think they just want to keep her loose, and keep heat on it, keep her loose a little bit. I don't know why Leo Boston just didn't throw that ball out instead of trying to shoot again. I don't know. They do that too much for me. Reset.
Ooh. Hmm.
Monica Billings is so underrated. She's a
Mm-hmm.
quiet player, uh, and she's just
Oh,
a.
KK coming in.
Mm, that's a bad call on Leo Boston too. And it always,
Hmm.
cake,
Why didn't
cake.
Sophie pass the ball to Cece to bring the ball up? Well, she passed
Yeah.
it to her now, but oh, Caitlin with the midi. A
Mm.
little long.
Somebody hit a three. Sophie.
Sophie. Sophie for three.
Sophie for three.
Sophie heating up. Yo, this team is like jiving right now.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! What the block from Timpson?
Tip,
Timpson's in the house.
go, man. I'm gonna call. Lexi be doing it, man. if she be doing it, they say that if Asia Wilson can't go, they might pick
Let's see, Hall.
they didn't say. Ooh, nice.
You saw
I
that
like that.
block?
Yeah, she ran her down. And I like they say Azure Stevens, De'Erica Hamby, and somebody
Oh,
else.
Azura Stevens is under rated too.
Yeah.
Azura Stevens, man, she's really good. She's probably the best player on the Sparks. Objectively,
Mm,
Azura Stevens.
yeah.
Oh, Leet looks a little broken up. All right, let's check the fouls because
How
the Fever have been setting them some
Kelsey
fun.
made that foul like that?
Yeah, Boston's got one. Hull's got one. Hull always fouls on defense though.
Yeah. So defensive ranks, we are fourth in points, fifth in field goal percentage, first in 3 point, first in rebounds. That's not bad. That's not bad defensive numbers for the Fever, despite the way they've been playing up and down this season. I think them two games against,
Ooh, how was that not a? Oh, someone's knee is bleeding.
mm,
something something happened and CC fell. I don't know if I saw a foul or no. That was on CC. CC pushed off.
mm,
Yeah, that wasn't the foul on Tiffany Hayes. CC pushed off to try to create separation. She just slipped. CC does complain a little. She's a little
mm.
too much though. She complains a lot.
Yeah, and she's animated with it. That's the point. That's the part that's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be animated though because people they
Yeah,
don't call fouls on her though. Like she gets beat up and they don't call anything, so she needs to be like all animated and exaggerate things and be
yeah.
like kind of like an actor in a way to try to like
Hmm.
sell the foul.
Exactly.
It's kind of funny.
Sell the foul, sell the foul, sell the foul.
All right, CC back in. Why is the game on? What's up, Nuke? Why is the game on so damn early? I think
I
it's like
know.
Kids Day, Children's Day, or something. Some little people day, kid day. It is early though. Connecticut played at 11. Their game was even earlier.
Yeah, their game's still on though.
Yeah,
Uh, they
that
and
started
they
at 11.
and that game was kind of close too.
Who are they playing again? Seattle.
Yeah, they playing the Storm. They playing Connecticut, and it's a 5 point game.
Connecticut's doo doo.
Yeah,
Ooh, nice reverse. Chen. Sophie Cunningham playing the point. I don't know how I feel about that. She's not the best ball handler.
yeah,
They're doing a lot of screen action.
yeah. And Tiffany Hayes was talking all that trash last game.
About what? Uh oh.
Um, she was talking when they had beat the Fever the last time they played. and
Oh,
and it was
she's a trash talker. I mean, if you saw her in an Unrivaled, I like Tiffany Hayes though. She's competitive, like
yeah.
Cece and them, but she's not one of those players who kind of talk trash and down. You know what I mean? She doesn't like
Mm,
diss other players. At least I
yeah.
haven't seen it. Well, she is a trash talker. I like it
She was
though.
getting she was getting banged up early in the season.
Oh, Tiffany Hayes.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
she wasn't
getting.
getting foul calls either. She was one of those players that complained about the refs. Cece almost pulled up for three. Oh, she got stripped. Nuke says us old hens gotta work.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Did you watch it at work?
I had to work tonight, so um, but
See,
I'm up.
Indiana's just standing around. Cece's like she's trying to get something going. Now she's about to get trapped. Yeah, they're just not moving without the ball. They ooh yeah. So the Indiana Fever is just not good moving without the ball. There's a lot too much standing around. Cece's at the top of the
Yeah,
key, about to get trapped, and no one's moving. Hmm. Yeah. Fever's got the lead, but they're
they're looking so frustrated. And,
Cece's looking frustrated because they're stagnant. Like they're just not moving. They're just stagnant. They're just standing around and just watching Caitlin Clark. Like,
and they just allow Tiffany Burton to go all the way to the lane, and then I didn't even know they just gotta get back. They need to put Boston back in so they can get a rhythm right now. I think this lineup is kind of like, uh,
I don't think it's a lineup. I just think there's too many screens. I think they're just doing too much. Like they set
yeah,
like three or four screens that one possession. It's just too much. It's just too much.
yeah,
I think she's just trying to. Stephanie White's just trying to do too much. This team plays better when it just flows. When it's in
yeah.
the flow of the game.
There's too many in the changing of parts too soon in the
Yeah.
game. Keep the flow of the game going. What how you got the lead? Keep it going until you need to make changes instead of just constantly just let me try this, let me try that. Then
Yeah.
everybody's you gotta understand, and she gotta understand. See, this is CC first game, so you gotta make the game a little bit more smoother for her transition. You know, she hasn't played in a couple of games, so try to make the game a little bit smoother for her. Let everybody play a little bit differently.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about yesterday. No one can generate their own shot. Yeah. I mean, we know that. Like people can't the problem is I can see Stephanie White subbing Caitlin Clark out because she does look winded from time to time. She needs a breather. She needs to get back in game shape. Understandable. But why are you subbing? It seems like every couple minutes she's making a sub.
Yeah,
And I don't understand what the point of her substitutions are. Just leave your players on the field. If they're not in shape enough to play a 10-minute quarter, then they shouldn't be in a professional basketball league.
yeah,
Like I don't understand all this subbing. She's just trying to do too much.
yeah. It's just keep messing with the flow of the game too much.
Yeah, it's like no one can get into a rhythm because you keep changing the lineup. Like everyone but Bree Turner saw the court in that first 10 minutes. Like that's
Yeah.
wild. Ah.
The only people that came in the game yet is Dantas and
Well, Dantas, I'm
Colson.
not sure if she's going to suit up. I mean, she just got back last night. She just
Yeah.
got back yesterday, so I highly
Hey,
doubt
Dantas was
play.
scoring like almost 22 points a game. She had a 30 piece
I
in the
know.
championship game, almost won it. I mean, she looking like, hey, put that ball in my hand. Let me score all over the court. She looking really
Yeah,
good, but
it's also college. Like,
yeah,
like I don't understand Dantas and Cordozo going up against college. Like USA was all college kids.
yeah.
You have these
The funny thing about it
30-something-year-old
is
women.
they didn't have no answer for her, but I would have just kept feeding her in the paint. They would just have to foul her out. Just let her go to the free throw line. But now she's back. Where the
Simpson,
where the
no,
sky go to their old ways.
yeah, she's using Cece more of a screener now. She needs to let Cece just run the offense. That's where she's at her best. She's just using her as a screener at this point. All she's doing is setting screens. She's not. I don't like this.
Uh, I
Ooh, she's getting trapped. Oh, almost got trapped.
I'm just wondering why AB is not back in the game yet.
I don't know. I don't think she's in foul trouble. I think she still only
Hmm.
has one. I think she still only has one foul. Yeah, she's still got one foul. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think she's hurt. I didn't see anything happen. I feel like this game shouldn't be this close. I feel like this game has got to be frustrating for Caitlin. The way Stephanie White's playing her, I mean, you can hear when in her media availability talking about coming back and what the plan is for her gameplay. She kind of sighed. So I think this has got to be frustrating for her, where she's not really part of the offense. She's just used as a screener decoy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that this offense this offense does not have an identity. So the identity of the team is so all over the place. I think if Stephanie White wants to utilize, like if you're gonna start Eric McDonough, and you're gonna utilize let Caitlin come off ball screens, then you gotta tell your screeners to stick the screen. They gotta stick the screen. They not even they half heartedly they'll walk up there, throw a little shoulder, then pull off. You can't
Yeah.
do that. You gotta stick the screen so your player could get off the ball the way it's supposed to be. And I think they need to put more pressure on the Valkyries. They not even put more pressure on them.
Lexi Hall for three. Nailed it.
I ain't
Twenty-eight,
gonna lie.
23.
I really like Letitia Amir. Just she's so long and lanky, man. I just love it. And she takes long strides. I want to not Natasha Howard doing.
Oh, so Cece looks a little winded again. I wonder if she's going to sit.
Yeah, I think she's going to be. I think she should be on like a minutes monitor, player, but not push her so much. Cause she has not played, and phew, you playing a team that's can run. That's definitely a mismatch. And they got to play. Oh my gosh, they got to play the Dream on Friday. Oh, that Ryan Howard matchup. That is going to be something to see.
Huh.
Uh, Seattle has played. They have played some pretty solid basketball. They haven't really wow, but they have played really solid.
Yeah. No, they're good this year. Them and the Valkyries, I think, are the most surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah, Robin Lundberg said Valkyrie's trapping Caitlin at half court. Yeah, Caitlin's going to be the focus, but the problem is Indiana. They really still stink at moving without the ball, and they're just not. I don't know. They're just not good. They do too much on defense, and they don't have any help offense. They just let her get trapped.
yeah.
No
Give
one
me one.
moves. It's just too much standing around. So far, she has 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and she's only played 9 minutes. So she has from the starters. Her and Howard have the fewer. No, Boston. Um, so she hasn't played. She hasn't played a lot of minutes. She's 9 minutes, and it's pretty good stats for her first game back so far. Did Harry McDonald just stick her thumb? She just stuck her tongue out. Oh man. All right, let's see if CC's in. Who's coming in? So you got Lexi Hall. Okay, CC's still in. Boston's back in, by the way. Oh, I didn't even realize Marty was gone. I was watching the game. Thanks so much, Brent. I appreciate you. Oof. Valkyries come out swinging with that three. 30-26, Indy up. Caitlin Clark driving to the lane, passes out to Lexi. Lexi with the midi. Ooh, air ball. Ooh. Ooh, disgusting. She didn't even hit the bottom of the net. Gross.
All right, I'm back. I had to make
I
a
didn't even
quick.
realize you were gone. I was like watching the game.
Yeah,
I look up and your
I
phone
saw
was up.
Brett comment come up. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate it.
Woof! Valkyries come out swinging with 2 threes in a row. They're getting hot. It's a 1 point game. CC needs to get hot. CC needs to get going.
They all need to get going.
Yeah,
Not just her. They all need to get going. They just playing so. They don't have like 8 days off. No, just
I think
exaggerating.
CC asked for a sub out. No, Lexi Hall's out. Yeah, she's like holding her chest. She's out of breath. CC's out of breath.
And see how the Valkyries
Oh,
pass them.
CC with the three. Ooh, it was short. I think she's tired. I think she needs to sub out. Yeah, Sophie Cunningham's coming in. I think CC's about to go out. She looks a little gassed.
But you see how the Valkyries pass the ball to the open person, and this is because the Fever, they don't stay with their man. They try
Right.
to double team too much. Stay with your man. Don't
Yeah.
leave your man. You don't need everything. Everything doesn't need a help defense on.
I don't know what Howard was doing. She just set the screen on the wrong person. I'm confused. I think Howard is confused. Howard, what are you doing?
She probably
Howard just like elbow, dude. Get Howard out the game. Cece's frustrated. I think she's gassed. I think she's afraid to make hard cut. I don't know. She just doesn't look. I don't know. She just seems off.
it's the whole game just seemed off from
Yeah.
everybody. It's just like I don't even know. Like I don't know what's going on.
Woo. Whoa. Indie ball. Yeah, I appreciate you all hanging with us in the middle of your likely work
Yeah,
day. Definitely appreciate it. Don't forget
use
to thumbs up the stream. It helps the YouTube algorithm thingy.
yeah.
Um,
Hit them like buttons. Hit them like buttons. Hit
and
them
my
like
link to
buttons.
my channel's in the chat. If you like to subscribe, please do. And same with Livewire Sports Media. Please show some love.
Ooh.
Ooh,
She couldn't hang on to that.
I don't like Howard and Boston on the court at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
They just clogs. Howard clogs the paint too much.
All right, so I got a question for you and the chat right now.
Yeah.
Who should the Fever pick up? We got a couple of days to go. Who should they
Who?
pick
What
up?
are the options? I don't even know who the options are.
I mean, because we need a forward. We need somebody that's going to like
Woo.
help stress this feet. We
What
need a.
the?
We only got 11 players on the court.
Oh, who are the options?
Um, we need a big. We definitely need a big.
Yeah, but I mean, who are the options for bigs? Who's available? I don't know who's available.
Cause I'm not even like talking about that Emma Missamon and everything. I don't think she's going to. I mean, the only way she is signed with us if the Fever. Mm, I think the Fever cut Bree Turner, add her money to the 130 13 that she has to make it roughly what almost 175 to
Hmm.
give it to her. But then that means we'll still be 11 players on the books. We won't have enough, enough depth. So
Mhm.
I think we could sign one person, cut Bree Turner, add two people, for the price of one. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I just unless they pull a rabbit out of a hat that I don't know about.
I still want Washington to cut Aaliyah Edwards.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Now,
haven't even heard any more about that. If that's even still being considered,
yeah. I mean, if they could get Leah Edwards, that'll be perfect. That
I'd be down
that'll
for that.
yeah. I think it would be perfect to get Leah Edwards. You seen?
Ooh, that was wow. Oh man, this is getting like borderline hard to watch.
Valkyries is they repping up their defense. They trapping everybody.
Oh yeah, they're not playing.
Everybody.
Gary
What is?
McDonald jacked the layup. Man, what is it with these WNBA players and not making layups? Kate
I'm
Martin.
telling you.
Hmm.
I saw that last year when they couldn't make up a layup, and I was
Ooh,
like,
Kelsey Mitchell with the sling pass with the turnover. Ooh, what was that? Yo,
hmm,
this is like this game is this game is wild.
yeah,
Valkyrie's defense, their game plan is just to trap everyone and full court press everyone.
yeah.
Indiana's, I don't know what the hell Indiana's
I
game.
think that's what's really getting them. Co-
Yeah, but Stephanie White needs to call a timeout and get this game under control. It's out of
Exactly.
hand right now. Like this team doesn't know what to do. Like she needs to call a timeout and regroup and yeah,
Yeah,
this is wild.
yeah. This is like I don't even know what to say right now.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness, they
gosh,
can't.
that was like
Oh, I don't. Oh, AB almost had the steal on Kate Martin. Indy's defense is getting. This is man. This is just not a good
I I
fundamentally played game at the moment.
honestly this the Valkyries team is so fast, and then they missing shots too. They just look crazy as well.
Hmm. No one can buy a layup.
Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
everybody's falling all over the place. Oh my gosh, they both suck right now. Both teams is horrible right now.
Yeah, you're not lying.
They playing like who don't want the they both playing to lose the game. That's pretty much how they playing right now.
Kelsey
Like
Mitchell looks like disgusted or in pain or something. She's just not happy. I don't know if you saw yet, but watch
hmm,
Kelsey Mitchell go into the bench, walking to the bench.
She got three bad turnovers on her own with them passes.
Kelsey Mitchell, yeah, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
She's
Is
not.
she? Why are you allowing her to? That's crazy.
All right, I'm going back to calling Stephanie White, Stephanie Sides leather. That's it. I can't give any more grace. Like the grace is gone. This is wild.
Yeah,
We're how
this
many
is.
games into the season and she still doesn't know how to use her roster? She still doesn't know that they need to run and they need to, I just don't their defense even looks like disjointed today. They can't even play good defense.
I wonder why when this team be off like 3 or 4 days, why they come back looking crazy. When they have a game in between or whatever, they still play decent. But when they have days off, where they have time to rest and recover, they come back playing like they ain't never played a game of basketball in their day of their
Yeah.
life.
Well, there's people crashing out on X. So you have
Uh,
Andy Fromel, too much Ari and Caitlin, and not enough Kelsey and Caitlin, which I agree with. I think Stephanie White is experimenting in gameplay, which you shouldn't do. Not when you
yeah.
already have something that you know works. So I can agree with that. Like just get to what works and they'll figure it out. Then you have CDS Sports Podcast said, "Get Howard off my effing team." Oh,
1 minute when Howard does good, they're cheering for her. 1 minute she does bad, they're ready to get rid of her. Howard needs to not start.
that's what I'm saying. You need to stop with this Howard experiment. It's just not working.
But the thing about it is, you don't have nobody to really put in her place. Never-
Sophie, she plays better. She can play the power four. She can play the four.
Yeah.
That's what Howard plays. She can play the 3 or 4. She's very versatile. She has the strength to do it. But she's better on defense. She can actually catch the ball. She can catch passes. She's the better. I think she's just better than Howard. I don't know why Stephanie White won't try Sophie Cunningham in the starting lineup.
Mm,
I just think she's better than Howard, and she can play the 4.
mm, mm.
I don't know. You don't think?
I think I really I think the only reason why I think with Howard's contract is protected, they probably promised her to start, and then if they do switch her out to um for Sophie, you might have another Dewana Bonner situation in the
Yeah.
middle of the season. And
But is that willing to, or are you willing to like let that go and sacrifice your season? Because I mean, they're just not looking good. Valks just took the lead.
yeah,
They're just like, see,
and you
they just
got
they just scored again, 37-32. Shiloh.
this game can easily get away from them quick if they don't really grab a hold to it.
Hmm. Kelsey Mitchell just got blocked. Damn. Why does she
And
try to take on 3 Valkyries players? Shiloh says I step away for a bit and come back to this. This sucks. I expect them to fall apart in the fourth, but this is crazy. This lineup just, I mean, this is a good lineup for Indiana. The problem is you need a one swap out Airy for Caitlin. If Caitlin were on the floor, I think their offense would. I don't know. I don't know. I think she needs to. Stephanie White needs to come out in the second half and fix her lineups.
mm-mm.
But I don't even see. Okay, Caitlin Clark's checking in for Sophie. They're just too. This lineup is too small. You have Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Ari on the court at the same time. Like Valkyries aren't a super small team. Like I
Yeah,
don't. I don't understand the method to the madness here. Why not leave Sophie in and sub out Ari McDonald
I
or
agree,
Kelsey
Charlotte.
Mitchell?
Yeah, something. I agree, Charlotte. There's no real heart or determination. They just, I don't know what they're doing right now.
Oh, they got Thornton on CC right now. They switched up. Austin got trapped. Caitlin, don't do it, Mitchell. She did it. I can't with I can't with this team. I want to go back to eat my lunch.
Oh my God, this is. Mm,
Oh my goodness. I mean, neither team looks particularly good, but
yeah.
this game is just. Oh, Kelsey Mitchell got the steal. Come on, Kelsey. Reset. There you go. All right. She smart. Caitlin Clark just playing around with running around Valerie Burton. I don't know what she's doing. She's just like playing Ring Around the Rosie. I don't know what
Hmm.
she's. I don't know what the hell that was. Let me know when you get there.
Okay.
You got there?
Not yet. Okay, I got to it. She got the steal.
It was Ring Around the Rosie. Oh, Caitlin with the midi. Nope. Off the mark. They're
Mm,
floating Marty in
mm,
order to
mm,
get a paycheck. Golly.
mm, mm.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they floating bad right now. They
Kelsey
down
Mitchell playing hero
9.
ball. Way off the mark. Yeah, this game. What? Stephanie White came into this game with having CC be a screener, not letting CC run the offense, and it's already been proven in her season, in Stephanie White's season, that when CC doesn't run the offense doesn't gel as well. They don't
And
run as
Hayes went right at
smoothly.
Boston.
So I don't understand why she doesn't get that. This offense has not run through CC hardly at all in
I
this
don't
first
even know
half.
what Kelsey Mitchell is doing. It's just like they don't even, they're not even playing. It's like they all playing for their shots. You
They're
got
not. Yeah,
two
they're not
two
playing
people
in hand
playing
into
a
the
set.
ball.
Everybody else playing for. Yeah, they need to go into halftime and
They
think
need
about this.
they need to run the offense through CC.
Come
That's what
out
the
with better
problem is.
energy because this is horrible right now.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me, Marty.
Yeah,
Oh, you can hear me.
yeah, I can hear you
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is hard right now. I can't.
Yo, this offense. The problem is CC's getting frustrated because Stephanie White is doing this Ari McDonald CC experiment where it's already been proven in Stephanie White's season this year that when this offense does not run through Caitlin, this offense doesn't look as good. This offense hardly ran through Caitlin Clark this first half. Did you hear me, Marty?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't know. Because
yeah,
sometimes you can't hear me, so I'm just
yeah,
like, whenever you're silent, I don't know if I cut out.
they got to play better. I mean, they this
This is brutal.
and Natasha Howard, she's complaining behind Sid ear, like Sid, like yeah, I don't know, whatever.
I
Like,
think they're all frustrated.
but it's they got to understand that if they play the way they've been playing, yeah, CC is wasn't there, but now she's there. Y'all have to understand, play way too many jump shots. We miss jump shots while Valkyries go to the basket. Exactly. But and then you
Yeah.
know, try to get like easy opportunities. Go inside out. Stop trying to force a shot. Howard, she forcing shots. Mitchell, she forcing shots, throwing bad passes.
Yeah.
They ain't create no lanes. Valkyrie's trapping CC every time that she touched the ball, and
Well, they're
you
trapping
know that
everyone.
that's what they're gonna do every time.
Yeah. Valkyrie's game plan coming
They
into the.
look the first 5 minutes, yo.
I mean, you.
Now they just, I don't know what to say. Hopefully they could get it together.
I mean, watching the game though, like, do you know what Valkyrie's game plan is, Artie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought I cut out again. I can never tell when you can't hear me.
Well,
Can you
yeah,
tell what Valkyrie's game plan is?
yeah, it's the same as the first one, the first time.
Right? So, but can you tell what Indy? So I can tell that Valkyries offensive game plan is to run and gun. That's what Indiana should do. I can tell that their
Yeah.
defensive game plan is to trap, full court
Mm-hmm.
press and trap. Easy. I cannot tell for the life of me what Indiana Fever's game plan is. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, the thing about Indiana is like they get on the floor, they're not sticking with their man. They doing I don't know I don't understand why they trap so much when they don't need a trap or double so much when they don't need to double.
Hmm.
It's like they double the wrong people and then they allow like Tiffany Mitchell to get to the basket all the time. I don't I don't think it's so much of the slow pace slowing the game down. They playing fast and they still ain't even executing. So I mean, the part is even if they slow down, they're not executing. They're playing fast to execute. They just got to execute the right way and get easy buckets and stop trying to be the hero. If they and stop making unnecessary passes, so they won't have to like keep turning the ball over. They it's like, and then when they get down, it's like they just try to like shoot themselves back in the game instead
Mm-hmm.
of try to get to the foul line. The Valkyries running up down the court, getting to the basket, getting a foul. They're putting the Indiana Fever out of position to get easy buckets. The Fever is not doing the same to them. They got mismatches against the Valkyries. They're not even utilizing it at all.
Yeah, someone on X said that Stephanie White done turned Caitlin Clark into Lexi Hall.
I'm not even checking X right now. I just don't
I just
because
think it's funny.
it's so it'd be so fun. It's so funny with them because I'll be expecting all the comments all the time.
I don't know. I'm hoping Stephanie White changes her using Caitlin Clark as a decoy game plan.
Oh, have you? I was looking at Ken Swift post something, and it's actually kind of good because if you think about it, check this out. Look at all the players that Caitlin Clark has on her team.
Oh wait, do you
For
want to
the,
share the screen, or is it like something to share, or no?
um,
Because I
it's
can
just
move
yeah.
that.
I'm gonna screenshot it and email it to you because he was saying that how Keep the Vision podcast said that everybody that's been like a op to Caitlin Clark, and
Mm.
she picked up her All Star team.
Oh, I
eh,
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody is like cool with her. You know, she's cool with. But if you've been like kind of like a negative Nancy to her, she don't want you around.
Yeah.
And that's just me personally. That's just how like you. I'm telling you, like when she made that trade for a trade with
John Demlo.
yeah, I was good because I didn't because you got to think about it. The biggest op is Cheryl Reeves.
Yeah.
So mm-mm. All right, I'm gonna step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
I got the bag on my head, Connie. Don't do it. Shiloh Howard wants to be the MVP. Mitchell is trying to get a big contract for next year, but they don't understand that if the Fever don't win, neither one will achieve their goal. Um, I mean, I don't think that's not necessarily true about the Fever winning, but I just think Stephanie Sides is she's experimenting too much. Like at this point in the season, you shouldn't still be experimenting. You should know what works by now. And I just feel like she just makes subs just to sub and she's still experimenting with lineups and I just don't know what she's doing. Like her game plan just doesn't make sense. And I don't know if it's her game plan, if it's a player's not executing. I just don't understand. Like this team can't get into a rhythm because she keeps making substitutions for no reason. I don't understand. I'm just so confused. John says, first quarter is so good, fast paced transition with Caitlin Clark. Why White stop her playing where Caitlin is great? BS Caitlin. Next move is a trader coach. So I understand swapping Cece out because she does look winded at times. I mean, she has missed like 5 or 6 games. She's missed half the season in total, so she's not in game shape. So she kind of asks to be subbed out because she's gassed. But at the same time, when she's on the floor, she shouldn't be used as a decoy. This offense runs better and they're at their best when CC is running the offense. And Stephanie White isn't allowing Caitlin to run the offense, and that's just killing the flow of her game and this team. I just don't understand. They're getting away from the CCAB pick and roll. They're getting away from the CC Kelsey connection. It's just everything that works for this team. Stephanie Sides has moved away from, and I don't get it. Shiloh says White is intentionally tanking the games. I don't know. I don't know about that. I just think she just doesn't know how to coach his damn team. There you go. Now you're rocking Stephanie Size. That's about right. I'm telling you, Stephanie Sides leather. That's what I'm calling her from now on. Dantas with CC, Hall, Sophie, and Mitchell. Yeah, Dantas, I don't know, is going to get playing time today. I don't know what time she got in, but she got in yesterday. So I highly doubt she's dressed. So I don't know if she's going to come in at all in the second half. I'm just expecting her not to, but Dantas balled out over in America, so I wouldn't be mad. I think Dantas is way better than Howard. I much rather see Dantas on the court playing the 4 over Howard. At least Dantas can spread the floor. Howard's useless on offense, really, unless she's under the basket. And even then, she's like 50-50. It's just hard to watch. Off ball too much with Clark. Yeah, it's just not working. I don't know why she's experimenting with what we already know works. Like the experimentation with this team should be over. I don't understand. Howard is need very much luck. She can't run fast. Nope. She can't read the advanced passes. Well, she can't catch either. She is old. This is Stephanie White idea. I don't know. I don't know if the front office is forcing Stephanie White's hand when it comes to Howard. I don't know how much of it is Stephanie White. I don't know what they promised Howard. I don't know. There has to be something else going on because Stephanie White is a smart basketball mind. She's not stupid, so she has to see that this is a dumpster fire. So I don't know. I was over Howard in the first minute of the game. I've been over Howard since the first minute of the first game. First game ever. Boston is stinking up the joint. I mean, Boston, I don't even know how many minutes Boston's had. She was on the bench a good portion of the second quarter. Boston has 12 minutes. Boston has 15 minutes. Howard has 12. Caitlin has 12. McDonald has 18. Mitchell has 16. So, and Hull has 13. The only person on the Fever who hasn't gotten minutes is Turner. Dantas and Colson, I think, are out this game. I don't think we're going to see either of them this game. But there's no reason why. I can see McDonald being up there in minutes because this is Clark's first game back, so she's gonna need breathers. But I don't know that I like Kelsey, Mitchell, McDonald, and Clark on the field on the court at the same time. That lineup is not working. It's either Kelsey and Clark on the court together or Kelsey or McDonald and Clark on the court together. I don't like the three of them together because it's just not working. Howard can't hold on to the ball when it is collapsed in both hands. Yeah. Arian Cece is not going to work. I think the problem is when Ari and Cece are on the court together, the vast majority of the time, so is Kelsey. And it's just too the three of them are too similar in their play style as far as like offense goes, not the pass first, shoot first option. I'm not talking about playmaking, just in general. I don't know. They both the 3 of them together on the court want the ball the majority of the time, and that's not gonna work. I it's either 2 of them on the court at the same time, but not all 3. I don't I would like to see Aerie and Clark get more minutes together without Kelsey on the court at the same time, but I don't know that White is gonna do that. Um, I think Aerie needs to be more of a backup role to both Kelsey and Caitlin rather than, the new Lexi Hall or the new Sophie Cunningham. I just don't think that lineup I don't think it's gonna work. I don't know. It's just it's just confusing what she's trying to do. Exactly, John. It's 3 small against the opponent. It's too small of a lineup, and they both and the 3 of them on the court together wants to control the ball, and you can't have that. Like, Cece and Aerie, yes, are pass first players, but they're also point guards and they're playmakers, so they are naturally gonna control the ball, and then you have Kelsey Mitchell, who is passing more, but it's not good. But she's a shoot first. So she's a shooting guard. She's not a point guard. She's not a playmaker. She's going to look for her own shot first. So now you have 3 players on the court at the same time who want to control the ball. And it's just not going to work. That's not going to work together. That is the biggest issue on this team. Out on the floor, there are too many captains. Exactly. It's just Stephanie Sides needs to get her ish together the second half. All right. Second half is about to start. Let's see who she starts with to start this second half. Yeah, Howard wants that MVP. Howard is getting better. She's at least passing more, but yeah, she and Kelsey force their shots because they try to take over the game. They're just they just try to take over the game. They're not they're more me ball instead of team ball. They're trying to get better, but I just don't like Howard in the starting lineup. I much rather see Sophie Cunningham or even Dantas at the 4, because at least both of them can spread the floor and they're not going to clog the paint. It's just with Howard on the court with Boston, it's just too much clutter in the paint because Howard has no outside shot. So now you have both her and Boston on the inside at all times, and it just disrupts the flow of the offense because it makes it harder to drive to the basket because now the paint's clogged. So you take away that runway. I just don't like them on the court at the same time. And Stephanie White is going with the 3 smalls, the lineup that doesn't work. She's going with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aerie McDonald. She makes 0 adjustments. Stephanie Sides makes 0 adjustments. This is I don't know how she can watch this same game we're watching and make 0 adjustments. Oh my gosh. And she's still playing Caitlin off ball. She's still not running this offense through Caitlin. Aerie McDonald's bringing the ball up. Like, I can see playing Caitlin off ball every once in a while to give her a breather because of how she's defended. But the entire game, they're down 9 points. Oh, Caitlin just got jacked. Woo! Aerie McDonald got the foul. Ooh. Yo, bodies are flying everywhere in this game. Damn, Burton got fouled hard by Aerie, ended up on the floor. Howard ended up on the floor. Hayes ended up on the floor. Oh my goodness. John John says White is more experimental than Christy Sides. Remember the last shot. play for Boston. It's like White, she changes the play. Yeah. She changes the lineup as often as I change my dirty socks. Just like she's just trying to do too much. I mean, basketball is really not a complicated sport. You just let them play. I just feel like she's just trying to do too much. Put the ball in CC's hands, say run the offense, sit your butt down, leave your arms crossed, and just watch the game. That's all she has to do. Just watch the game. All right, so the commentators mentioned flagrant type foul. So I'm not sure if they're reviewing for a possible upgrade for a flagrant foul on Ari McDonald on Valerie Burton. I'm sorry, Thornton. It was Thornton. Connie says, give the ball to Clark, grab some popcorn and a beer and enjoy. That's what I'm saying. Say, Caitlin, go forth and conquer and just sit back, kick your feet up, and just chill. I mean, that's what Lisa Bluter did for Iowa. She didn't do this crazy coaching. She just let her go. I mean, she made adjustments and stuff, but she didn't do too much. She just sat on the sidelines and just let her cook. I don't know what's up with these WNBA coaches. All right, so I think Ari McDonald just got a flagrant one called on her on Thornton. I mean, it was a right call, but it's unfortunate. But yeah, so Ari McDonald just got our first flagrant as an Indiana Fever. All right. If Thornton makes this last free throw, Golden State is going to be up by 11 points. They're up by 10 right now. Oh, okay. She doesn't get another free throw. So right now it's a 10 point game. Valkyries are up, and so far Stephanie Sides Leather has made 0 adjustments to start the second half. Kate Martin took on Caitlin Clark. All right, Caitlin Clark is running the ball up. Holy crap, Caitlin has a ball in her hands. Pushing the pace. Why Boston's not in the paint, I don't know. That's another thing. Stephanie Sides keep taking Boston out of the paint, so it like takes away that option to get the ball to her big. She keeps taking that option away. And Kate Martin's about to get hot. But Stephanie Sides Leather takes Boston out as an option. All games so far, she's been bringing Boston up to be a perimeter screener the entire time. So now you take that high low option off the table at that point. That's wild. I must want to be hard to say. I love Fever, but they suck. I mean, you're, you're not wrong. I mean, they have potential. They beat the 2 top teams in the league. It's just they're just coach is just not right for this team. She's killing this team with the way she's playing them. What works is feeding Boston the ball high low, but Stephanie Sides takes the high low option away every single possession when she pulls Boston out of the paint to just set 5 million screens. So she's handicapping her own off. Stephanie Sides is handicapping her own team. She's out coaching herself. That's the take of this game. Stephanie Side is out coaching herself. Oh man. Yeah, this coach is killing me. She's making my head hurt. I think Stephanie White is coaching when when Boston's in the paint and this offense is running smoothly, and Stephanie Sides is what we're getting today. And I think Stephanie Sides is out coaching Stephanie White right now. I mean, she's tanking her own team in this game. I mean, she's killing her own offense. I don't get it. I don't get it. But do you all remember Caitlin Clark's New York game this year? Her first game back from her first injury? That's the Caitlin I want to see. Just because they got Ari McDonald doesn't mean you have to like kill Caitlin Clark. Like, let her run this damn offense. Yo, this team is toast. This team is toast. You got to see Mick's meltdown. I'm sure everyone's banging their head against the wall. It is frustrating to watch, but at least Stephanie White, the adjustments she made, she's putting the ball back in Caitlin's hands. She just got to get something going. Mitchell from three, nailed it. 35-47. Oh yeah, Mick can't stand Stephanie White. Actually, not very many content creators can stand Stephanie White. Me? Ooh, Lexi Hull almost had the steal. Ooh, Temi versus Boston. Temi won that matchup with the reverse over Boston's head. Ooh, Kelsey driving, almost traveled. Boston's foul going to the line. Oof. I think me and CJ from W360 are the only two, and I think Robin Lundberg are the only two or three that I can think of off the top of my head who gave Stephanie Side Leather grace at first, and were saying it's not on her, it's on the team. I still think a large portion of it is how this team is playing, but at the same time, she kills the momentum of the team, and she doesn't make adjustments when she should make adjustments, and she makes adjustments where she doesn't need to. So I think her coaching is just off. I think Marty just I think he quit the stream. I think he's done. I don't know if he's coming back. He said he'll be back. I think he's going to miss the rest of the game. Why is Boston bringing the ball up and not giving it to Cece? Cece from three and hit it. You bet. Cece about to get hot. Now this is going to get Now this is going to get some steam. So I don't know if that was like a 29 footer. I don't know how far out, but she's about. You're about to see Caitlin Clark take over this game. Ooh, Dantas is in. All right, here we go. Here we go. Dantas seeing her first minutes of the game. Timpson's in. I'm liking this. We'll see how this works out. I like this. CC's running the offense. Ari McDonald's chilling on the bench, keeping the bench warm. All right, let's go. CC driving, making magic happen. Timpson working Kate Martin. Hit the midi. Here we go. Now we're about to get hot. 54-42. Nice block by Mitchell. There we go. CC with the rebound, pushing the pace. Outlet to Lexi. Oh, Lexi, the Timpson connection wasn't there. Okay, so White made an adjustment. She took Ari off the floor, and she knew that the three smalls weren't working together in synergy. So now we just got the original CC Kelsey connection. So I'm liking this. Leave Ari McDonald on the bench and just use her as a bench player and sub out when you want to pull CC or Kelsey. Don't leave them in at the same time. So far they're flowing a lot better with this lineup. Ooh, nice ball movement by the Valkyries.
All right, I'm back. I am so sorry. I
Oh,
had too important.
oh,
I had
you missed some stuff.
yeah. Apparently, I had two important phone call meetings I needed to take.
Ooh, Cece with the steal. Go, Caitlin. Oh,
I'm
she
kind of
couldn't hit it, but she got fouled.
I'm kind of like
Oh,
far
she didn't get
behind.
fouled. Okay, so what you missed is I went on a rant on how Stephanie Sides Leather is beating her own team on offense. She's out coaching herself. And
Yeah.
then I said she didn't make adjustments, but she made adjustments. She put she noticed that CC, Kelsey, and Ari weren't working on the court together. So
Mm-hmm.
Ari's benched. So now you just got CC and Kelsey on the court together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she put Lexi back on the court. So now you got the big three on the court together, and I like that.
Yeah. So and then I see Dances in the game too.
Yeah, she just checked in. Timpson just checked in. Um, CC's been running the offense. So Stephanie Sides Leather has made adjustments and is allowing CC to run the
Nice
offense.
block,
And
Timpson.
now they're looking a lot. They're clicking a little bit more.
Yeah. Cause that what they ran in first half was it was oh
Yeah,
I
she
think
needs not experiment with that stuff during gameplay. That's what practice is for.
yeah.
Don't be doing that craziness. Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, yo, they're playing CC tight. Lexi from three. Hmm.
Mhm. I seen CC came down and hit a three earlier.
Oh yeah, it was like 29, 28, 29 feet out. She
Yeah.
just pulled up.
They really need to get going on offense. If they could tighten up their defense, it'd be better.
Yeah, they're looking better. They're definitely looking better now that CC is running the point. This lineup is a lot better.
Mm.
Ooh, Dante's driving. Woo! Flint Flint Pistons fan says CC not the answer. Who's the answer? Flint, who's the answer?
Yeah, Flint, tell us who's the answer for if CC's not the answer.
Yo, Dante's wearing CC shoes.
Oh yeah, yeah. They
Yeah.
showed that in practice earlier.
The whole team need to buy in.
Yes, I agree with that part. They do need to buy in. And it's too many individual heads that is how they playing. That's one of my frustrations. And it's like you need a group of players that like I love how Citron and Kiki over there with the Mystics, how they all playing and buying in to everything.
Dante's for three. Timpson with the board and put back.
All right, tip.
Cut it down. 9-point game.
Even Jordan didn't win until by in filter. And Flint, I'm glad you said that because that's one of my I always go to them pivotal points in my videos when I make videos when I'm talking about this team. Utilize how Jordan, how Kobe them, they all had to buy in with them.
Yo, Caitlin, people say Caitlin can't play defense. She just caused a turnover.
So until this fever team buy in as a whole, they gonna stay disjointed. And we can't just say, "Oh, it's the offense." It can't. It's the It can't. It can't say just the offense. It can't say just this. This team has to buy in. They got to be all at one accord. Exactly. No name. You right about that. Man, you said a mouthful. With Bonner out, Howard wants to be the center of the offense, and she can't be because she's not the center
Woo.
of offense. And because
Oh,
when they was talking about having the big three, Kelsey, Caitlin, and Boston, that's how the offense should be predicated around them, not just around a old aging player. It just because if you look at, I mean, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
Timpson with the
Cece's,
block. Caitlin's getting like fouled. Like
I know, and they're not even
they're
calling
not
it.
calling nothing. Dante's with the midi. Yeah, she's getting like mauled like the entire time. And so I guess that answers a question from earlier. Yeah, these refs are going to stink this game. Like
Yep.
she's
We back
getting
to this.
manhandled and hugged.
What it is? We back to our regular schedule broadcasting.
Pretty much.
Timpson.
But the Indiana's adjusting because they're moving to Caitlin to help her
Mm-hmm.
get out of the trap.
Yeah,
Whereas the
and that's
first
what they
half they
should
were
have did in
standing
the first
around.
half.
Hmm.
That's what they should have did in the first half.
Exactly. So at least they're doing better in that area. They're not just doing as much standing around.
Yeah, they'll cut that 12-point lead down.
Yeah, man. 55-48, 7-point game. See, let Clark run the show. I'm telling you. Give Clark the ball, sit your butt down and just
Yeah,
watch.
and exactly. Just if everybody just moves with her, they this they'll flow so much better.
Mhm.
Stop trying to do too much. Stop trying to move without move against her instead of with her. If you move with her, she's going to find you. She's going to help you. Your game is predicated to help her game. She's going to make you look good in the process. They don't understand that. Instead of just continue to keep doing the opposite, And that's why I think this is why this the WNBA has not advanced, because some of these players is too individual minded. They is like they want to get their own. They want to do this. They want to do that. They. I mean, if you took some of these players and put them on the NBA team to run a real offense, they'll be lost.
Yeah. But I like how the only sub she made is just Sophie for Lexi. So she's and there's no one in the pocket waiting to come in. So
Yeah,
she's not messing with the flow here. All right, Valkyrie, Sophie with the rebound. Caitlin running the floor, pass to Timpson. She's up, running the floor, baby. 5-point game. That's what I like. Timpson knew.
yeah,
She's like, Caitlin has a ball. She's looking to run. Timpson just like took off.
and that's what you're supposed to do. Timmy did it all last season. Janelle Salon, her shots been all since she got back.
Oh yeah. It's a foul on Caitlin, I think. That was a mismatch, though.
That's right. Hey, KK gonna be the new Timmy for Caitlin.
Yep.
Caitlin about to pump out the crowd. Pump up. Somebody hit a
She's getting
three.
hyped. She's getting hyped. She's going to run. Oh, timing was off on that. Look at Dantas with the defense. Hmm. Burton. Ooh, Valkyries. They're laying off the pressure on Caitlin a little bit.
That's gonna be a mistake.
Nice ball movement by the Fever. Dantas from the corner missed it, but KK got the rebound. Nice spin move. Couldn't get the roll.
It's back up to 10
Oh
now.
crap! I think they're putting Ari or Howard in. One of the two is in one. Why is she messing with the lineup? Please explain that to me. Why
You
this lineup
just
is
cut the
working?
lead down to about what, 5? You
Yeah,
should
they're
have
just
just
getting
leave.
hot.
Exactly. That's definitely a Stephanie size.
Finally, I think Cece got the foul call. She's going to the line. She's finally going to the line, I think.
I don't know why. I don't know why they brought in they.
Actually, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they had. Yeah, Tiffany Burton is all on her pushing up. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
have called that. I would have called that.
Yeah, Debbie Antonelli was saying something about that. So I wanted to hear what she Ooh, Ari, come on, shoot that three. Damn. She was wide open. Yeah, because Debbie Antonelli, I think, said that that was a foul, even though Caitlin Clark pushed off. Like she was trying to, she had no choice but to create space because she impeded
Yeah,
her movement.
the,
Yeah, I was going to say when we were talking about the Bulls at
mm,
first. Yeah, Jordan was really good, but he really cooked when he got Pippen and they had
yeah,
that connection, like him and Pippen, because Pippen was only as good as he was because of
yeah,
Jordan. They made each other better, and I think that's what you have with CC and Boston connection.
yeah,
Um, and she just needs Stephanie Sides Leather needs to lean into that. But yeah, Jordan made Pippen look good, but Pippen also made Jordan look good.
yeah. I see the lead was already down to what, 5 points, and now it's back up to 12
Yeah, I
again.
think they had it down to either 5 or 7. Yeah,
And you changed and you subbed at the wrong time.
took CC out.
You should have just left it, let them got it
Hmm.
down to at least 2, or took the lead.
I don't
Now
think she should have taken Lexi out.
Yeah,
But I can understand taking CC out. CC did look winded. I don't know. Like it's like if you let her play tired and winded and gas, like she'll be more prone to re-injuring herself. But yeah,
yeah,
now Valks are going on another run. Yeah, 9-0 run with CC with both CC and Lexi on the bench.
oh
Uh,
man,
I think at this point you need to take out Timson and put Dantas back in. I think Timpson just she's better on defense and offense, but she doesn't have that experience.
yeah.
And I think right now we need the experience to get back in this game. I mean, we're down 14. Kelsey Mitchell trying to take on bigger players. She draws a foul, but she's about to hurt herself. She's about to get. She keeps running into like three big Valkyrie players.
I don't. It's a 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes.
Yep.
When you had it down to 7 or 5 points.
Yeah, she took. I don't know when she took Lexi out. She took CC out with like a minute and change left. Yeah, I wouldn't have made any subs. This I would just run
I
out the
don't know
quarter.
why Kelsey is so prone to try to get to the basket so much. I understand the concept of getting to the basket, but when you know that they collapse in the pocket,
That's
just
all
try
she
to,
knows.
yeah,
Dribble, 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 shoot or drive. She only has two things. She only has two tools. That's it. That's all she
yeah.
does.
Two tools. You right about
Two
that.
tools. Two tools.
Two tools. Two tools. Tutorial. It's like I don't get it, man. I
Hmm.
really don't.
Well, we cut it down to 13. Go us. Whoop whoop.
Woo, woo, woo. It's crazy.
So Robin said it's wild the amount of contact allowed against Caitlin Clark on the perimeter. I'm telling you. And she has not gone to the free throw line at all this game, by the way.
Nope.
She hasn't, I don't think, has she shot any free throws?
No, I haven't
No,
seen
she
it.
hasn't gone to the line not one time, and we're through three quarters. How is it? And she played 21 minutes. How is that possible? The way they guard her, and she hasn't gone to the line not one time. That's insane to me.
Yeah, very insane. Yeah, ABC two appreciator said, I don't think Stephanie White is a bad coach. I just don't think she has a clue how to use Caitlin Clark properly. Agreed.
Which is weird because she's been watching CC since college. Actually, I think she said before college.
Yeah.
Um, so
So
like,
how you not? And then if
yeah,
you watch how she played at Iowa, why not adapt that style? Why not call Lisa Bluer? Why not bring Lisa Bluer in as an advisor to help with this? But the only problem is you need younger play. Boy. Oh, sorry. I'm reading some stuff about that. Somebody jumped on my line. Um, the one thing that I think this team needs to do is get rid of, like, I'm all for keeping AB, Lexi, Sophie, Ari, maybe Dantas if they can on this team for next year. You need to get younger players in. Younger players know how to adapt to a style of play quicker than older players. Older players is who they are. They're not gonna change. They gonna stay the same, and they're gonna play their own style. Don't matter who you bring in. That's just how they're gonna play. You see other teams in the league, you bring in new pieces, they adapt to the style easily, no problem, because they buy in. But when you have stubborn players that just looking to for their own benefit, it doesn't matter. You know, Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell. As much as I love Kelsey Mitchell, but Kelsey Mitchell,
she needs to go.
I think her spirit has gone.
Yeah, she needs to go.
She's playing for a bag. She's not playing to help the team win. She's trying to stock up her numbers. Yeah, she has had some good games, granted. But at the same time, if people don't understand this, if people had listened to Kelsey when Kelsey they asked Kelsey Mitchell about the team chemistry and her style, the first thing she said, "I'm who I am. I'm not going to change the way I play for anybody." So that already tells you she doesn't want to. She don't want. She's not going to play within the offense. She's going to do the bare minimum. So why would you, to me personally, why would you brought a person like that back? You
Yeah,
had other options. You had other options out there. I
because
wouldn't.
CC made her look better than she is. Like Kelsey
Exactly.
Mitchell is Enrique. Like let's keep it real. Kelsey
Yeah.
Mitchell is Enrique. All they do is just jack up threes. They got one
Mm,
speed: dribble, 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 shoot. That's
yep.
it. They got one speed. And the thing
It,
is CC made Kelsey look way better than she really is because of all those outlet passes and back
hmm
doors and all that stuff. But they're not doing that this year. And because they're not playing like that this year, now you see Kelsey Mitchell dribble, 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 shoot.
hmm And then you got to think about this too. Like one of them expansion teams is going to pick Kelsey Mitchell up. They're going to sign. They're going to sign her
Yeah.
because I don't think I don't. Now a team probably will sign her for some a big money, but guess what? They're going. She's going to be the same person. She. That's all it is.
Yep.
So, and to me, I just feel like this team. I think that I'll go back to my first argument during the off season. If they had picked up younger players, build a team around the younger players, and was able to go ahead and do the things that they needed to do with young talent, it would have helped better. They could all grow together. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that would have been more beneficial down the line because you would have had them all season together and been continuity. When you constantly, because now you look at this team gonna be a whole different team again after this season. You could have been one of the teams that had drafted young, bring some talent in, bring some young talent in, kept them on the roster, and then the next thing you know, boom, this in the next 2 to 3, 5 years, this team is one of the top teams in the league because they all play together. Look if you look at the Minnesota Lynx, that team been together for a hot minute and they know how to play together. We don't this team doesn't have Tiffany Burton was all out of, I mean, Caleb or whatever the name is, Burton was all out of control. So that's the way I look at it. But it's just this team's gonna be a whole different team next year. Some of these players ain't gonna be on here, but they're gonna have to figure it out. Because you're gonna have to. If Stephanie White is not the coach to go forward, get rid of her in the off season. Move on from her. Say, hey, it was nice try, but this is not working. You got to bring somebody in that's going to be able to enhance what Caitlin's doing. And if you're going to keep Stephanie White beyond the season, you need to get younger. All this old veteran leadership stuff, it works from a certain point, but at the same time, old players break down. They ain't good. Their mentality is different.
I think they keep Stephanie Sides leather. I think she because I was thinking about this as you were talking about
Hmm
the offense. I think I think the problem is not, oh, Caitlin Clark's coming back in, please. You better take Gary out. You better take Gary out. I think it's the roster. I think this roster just doesn't work. So, and that's why I keep going back and forth because it's hard for me to put this all on Stephanie Sides Leather because if you look at the roster, it just doesn't click. There's certain lineups that click better, but the problem is she doesn't play those lineups long enough for them to really develop and establish that
Exactly.
chemistry. So
Yes.
I see glimpses of Fever basketball, the run and gun, and let's go. But then she changes the damn lineup. So I think she just needs to stop experimenting. But I don't think it's. I think she can clean that up. I think the coaching can be cleaned up. I think the main problem is this roster. I just think
Yeah.
the roster as a whole just doesn't work. and Stephanie Sides Leather is working with what she's got, and what she's got just doesn't 100% jive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's only certain players you can play together that work better, but as a whole, like when you're pulling people off the bench and you're making subs, like that's where the problem comes in. And you can't play these players for at all, the starters 40 minutes a game. So I think that's where the problem comes in is when people come off the bench, it just doesn't it stunts the flow of the offense that works. So I don't think it's 100% Stephanie's sides. I
Yeah.
think it's just this roster just doesn't work.
We 18 games into the season, going on 19 games into
But
the
you can't
season.
change a play. You got the players. Like, what is she? My thing is, if you were a coach and you have this roster and you have the
Mm-hmm.
players on the bench, like, what are your options? You're limited in options. You can only play with who you got. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
what would you do? Like, you can't. You what changes would you make? Because Howard can't run or catch. Sophie is good defense. She can be good offense, but she's more so a defensive threat. So now when you have her and Lexi on the court together, yeah, they're
Mm-hmm.
defensive threats, but they're not as much of a threat on offense. So it's like when you have the players we have, who
Yeah.
who does she what changes would you make? Like if you were the coach, what you know what I mean? Like what would you do?
I think for me, like, I would still try to like get somebody like Sandel, um,
Yeah, so you would need a
Lizzie
roster
Pitts.
change, not necessarily a coaching change. Is what it's
Mm,
that's the point I'm
yeah,
making. Like you need to fix the
I
roster.
want, yeah. I mean, like a lot of people say, "Oh, bring Lisa Blue in." I don't think she's gonna come and coach in the
No, she's
WNBA,
retired.
but
It's
I
more
think,
so a front office. Yes,
yeah,
coaching can be cleaned up, but I think it's more of a roster issue than coaching,
yeah.
in my opinion.
This is, and me personally, I this falls back on your GM, Amber
Exactly,
Cox. This is
100%.
this is the Amber Cox thing.
Exactly.
A- Amber Cox, Amber Cox did this,
Yep.
and to me, me personally, it's almost like Lynn Dunnish.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Caitlin
And
Clark for three. Oh, long. But Hull with the
so
rebound.
I just feel at the end of the day, um, they gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
Boston for
And
three. Ooh, brick.
mm,
Hmm.
so the only way it's going to work is that you need a GM that's could evaluate talent and knows how to get
Better at scouting.
it's
Oh,
got.
Cece with the floater.
And the thing about it is if you understand, if you get a person that comes in with a comes in and knows, say, your best superstar and what kind of players that this person needs, and they look at how she played in college, it's like, okay, we would need to build this team around her, get the same exact player that she did. So, and if you do that, you have better success to building a team in a more cohesive, constructive way.
Yeah.
Building this team just by throwing pieces together and think these players going to help work well with Caitlin, nah, it's not going to work like that.
Oh, Shiloh
It's,
says I have no fingernail. Say all those
man,
fingernails. I keep telling you, keep telling
I,
you.
shallow look, I have none either. So,
It's not worth being stressed over. I mean, I think this is 100% on the front office. Like, yeah, some of the blame goes on the coach, like for sure. Like you can't say none of it's on the coach, but I think the vast majority of the problems the Fever are having this
yeah,
year comes down to the front office.
yeah.
And
Th-
it's like they're waiving player. Why are you waiving our length, Dewana Bonner? So what? She has to leave. I don't want to go to work every day, but I go. Like this is a job. Like
Yeah.
they make decisions that I don't understand this front office that's like sabotaging their own team. Like personnel is not on
Mm.
White, that's on Amber Cox. And it's
And
those
my
personnel decisions that are killing this team.
and the thing about it is also Kelly she helped build she helped build what Indiana was doing. Why she can't see the same vision I don't
Mm.
understand that.
They're getting killed on the boards. They're just getting
Yeah.
killed on the boards. Like they can't get any defensive rebounds. They're just getting killed on the boards. And that's where DB, we could use her length. We
That's
can, and Timpson's
crazy.
back in. Good. But like, yeah, Howard's just not, hmm, she's not
Well,
doing it
well,
for me.
they won't beat the Valkyries this year. I can see that.
Oh, we'll see. Caitlin with the floater. Oh, she almost made that.
They're not gonna beat the Sparks. They're not gonna beat the Valkyries
No,
until they get some length of size. They need
they're
length of size
they're down
and play
17.
somebody that can run. I
How are
mean,
you down
they
17?
wasted money on Bree Turner, wasted
Oh my,
money on Natasha
and
Howard,
Howard,
wasted
yeah.
money on Sid Colson, wasted money on DeWanna Bonner.
Come on,
And
Hall.
this team, to be honest with you, last year's team in the second half looked way better than this team
Oh, 100%.
with less pieces.
100%. Like all we needed was bench, but they messed with the whole damn team. Oh, they left her wide open. What is happening? They're down 20 points.
Mm.
How are you down 20 points? Oh my God. I mean, in brighter news, CC almost has a double double. Oh man, Lexi Hall with the step through. Okay, now we're down 18. This is a huge hole. Like that's what I'm saying. This stuff right here, this isn't coaching. This is
No.
the players. Like
Yeah.
Stephanie White can't help the players she has. She can try to give them energy on the floor, but that's not coaching. Like that's playing. Like she
Exactly.
can control how they play. Like I'm not saying she's not to blame, but I'm saying look at how they're playing. How is this Stephanie side's fault that they're down like 20
20.
points right now?
Exactly. And Caitlin play off ball all game, and this what you get. Offense is horrible.
Yeah, but they're professional. They shouldn't be this bad, even when CC's off ball, because
Uh,
Ari is a true ball handler and she's good. She can make plays, and they
Exactly. That's
have
what I'm
the
saying.
Caitlin. So yeah, I don't know.
These players doesn't have these players are who they are in the W, and they play this reckless style of basketball, run up and down, no defense, gun, 101 type of basketball, no constructive or offense, and it's just bad when you got a generation talented player like CC is. There's no way in the world you cannot develop a offensive scheme or put an offensive play in there. You look at some of the best offensive minds in the NBA that has put teams together and has won championships, and you going to tell me that none of these coaches in the W can do that?
Yeah,
It just don't it baffles me. It doesn't make sense. And these players in the W is so unwilling to learn and progress. They want to play the style that they want to play, regardless of who the coaches is on the team. You got somebody like a Paige Beckers, you got somebody like a Sonya Citron, you got somebody like Kiki, Caitlin, Kate Martin. All of these players came from a system type of play in college. And now they have to play in a dysfunctional style of game in the WNBA, and it's not fair to them, you know. And the only thing that's gonna fix it is you're gonna have to put you. Now the Valkyries, to their credit, they've been playing team basketball all season because they have a coach that put players in position. Now they still haven't beaten like some of the top teams this season. You know, they put mid-level, low-level teams they have beat to make their record what it is, but it's what it is. Because they'll make the first season they'll make the playoffs, maybe. You know, the second half of the season is the tell of the tape.
can you imagine if Indy doesn't even make the playoffs? I find it fascinating that CC still hasn't shot one free throw. The way she's been guarded all game, she's fouled at least 5 times by one person just bringing the
Yeah,
ball up the court, and she
yeah,
hasn't shot one free throw. Like that's a huge problem, and she's going to end up getting hurt again. They're under CBA negotiations. Like that's a huge part of the problem is the refs. Like I don't
yeah,
want to say it's the refs' fault. Like we always lose. I'm just saying like that is a huge problem.
yeah.
how
It is.
how she's guarded How the hell does she not have one, not even one free throw?
She should be going to the line
Like
almost
every
10 to
possession.
12 times a game.
Yeah. And then you have Asia and Stewie going to the line like 14 times and
That's
CC
ridiculous.
CC gets nothing. Oh, and I think she took CC out. Yeah, CC's out. You're down. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's a wrap for
I
this.
think I think it's a wrap. I think she's just tall. I think she's just throwing the game. I think she's done.
Honestly, I think I don't want to be that person, but I just don't think this team gonna make the playoff. I just
No,
don't see it. I don't
no.
see it, and I think if this team misses the playoff after everything has started from the season, some heads gonna roll. It's gonna roll big time in the
They
off
had
season.
no energy this game. Like CC tried to ramp up the crowd and get her team going. Like I can tell, like when she's pushing the ball down the court and her team's not running with her. I feel like, and I'm not saying CC was the best player today. I'm just saying
Yeah,
I can see this team like be disjointed and just be flat and not have energy. And every time she or someone else tried to put energy or life into this team, it just didn't
yeah.
work. They're just lifeless.
And I don't understand why they be making these dumb characteristic fouls.
Yeah. Shiloh, have you heard of the new drinking game during the post game briefing? Every time we hear from white people about to take a shot or physicality,
Mm-hmm.
or physicality, man, I be sloshed.
Wow, they're getting slaughtered, man.
It's over. They're down 20. They're down 21 points, and she put their backup players in the mix. Like Stephanie White like gave up. There's still
This
3 minutes and change in this game. Like they could go on a run, and she just like gave. It's like she gave up on this game. This game's over. Actually, no,
so
way off
Aaliyah Boston has been no factor in this game. None. No,
because
non-factor.
Stephanie's sides took her out of the offense. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
She's been nothing but a screen setter. Stephanie's sides have been taking her out of the paint all game.
All Stephanie Sides had to do is play the way they've been playing. Let CC run the offense.
Yeah,
Let everybody play. They would have been. It would have been a little bit better.
yeah.
Lexi can't hit a three to save her life today,
Nope.
and it's just. V said, "Hey, Livewire, I'm gonna just watch your post games, man. I can't watch this team anymore."
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, my post game is gonna be. I'm just telling you, I don't. I'm not even doing a post game today because I have to work tonight. But I'll do. I am going to do a recap tomorrow, and it's not gonna be a fun one. It's probably going to be the first time I'm just going to like. I feel like this team. This team is like really, really, um, really bad. It's the front office, from the front office, the coaching, everything. This team, it, even if they sign Emma Milsamar, this still won't fix the team. Cause you gonna waste a talent like hers so bad because they don't know how to play with her. They don't know how to play with her. They don't know how to play with her at all. So why would you bring in somebody that's a good talent and when this team doesn't even play with good talent? They don't even know how to play with the talent they got on this team. We had Alyssa Smith last year, Timmy Fan Bailey, Katie Lou Samuelson, Erica Wheeler, Christy Wallace, Grace Berger, and this team made it to the playoffs last year with Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Caitlin Clark at the helm. And you still have Victoria Saxon on the bench and Demiris Dantes. And you're gonna tell me that you couldn't build off that team to add some little more pieces to that team and bring it back? I would have rather seen that team from last year to this year. You wasted all of it. And this is what, and another thing, they wasted money.
Cindy Colson about to come in.
Mm-mm. Kelsey
All
Milcher shaking her head.
all they had to do from last year, really, is just build, just add some pieces.
Yeah.
They just needed size and a couple more people on the bench. That's it. But they got rid of their entire team. This is a new
Mm,
team, and the pieces they brought in just doesn't fit. It doesn't work. Um, I just this team just doesn't work
yeah.
at all. They have zero energy today. Kelsey Mitchell's pissed. Um, Caitlin Clark is frustrated, sitting on her little cushy donut. Like, his team is just not. Hmm.
And you know what's funny though? You said that.
Which part? Sitting on her
Um,
donut.
no, but the team for last year.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, what that is, Katie Lou would have been a little bit better this year. But she went to Seattle and got injured, but she would have been a little bit better. Now, if you didn't want a Christy Wallace, you could have got somebody. You could have let Grace Berger be that person. You could have kept
She's still under.
Timmy.
I think she was protected though. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
she's still getting paid. Christy Wallace, even though she's not
yeah.
playing, like because of her contract. But yeah,
And,
so
and last year's team played harder.
yeah, they were faster. They were. It's
Yeah,
just this team. I mean, Sophie Cunningham, I like for defense, but she's not really an offensive. She's not a run and gun type offensive player. She's
yeah.
just like an enforcer, which we needed. So she's good for that role. But as far as offense goes, like what real threats do we have? Like they swore to us that we had threats at every position. Who are our threats? Howard, Bree Turner, DB when she was here. Who are our threats? The threats
Oh,
we have on this team this year are last year's players.
yeah.
So meaning they like wasted this entire team, and the team they brought in does nothing.
I'm laughing at Connie's comment. I have to post
Which
it.
one? They got old players.
She said they got old players ready for the pasture instead of young players ready.
Yeah,
Exactly, Connie. That is my point. All they had to do is build on
terrible.
last year's team.
Yep, terrible. Did
That's all they had to do.
they
Build
even
on
break
last.
60 point? They didn't even break. Did they? Did
Yeah, they
Timpson
got
get them to
61.
60?
Yeah, they got 61.
Oh, 61 point. They barely broke 60, dude.
And
They
then,
won by they lost by 19 points to the Golden State Valkyries when CC was back. Man,
I don't even want to hear what they got to say.
yeah, I'm turning this off. I wanted to turn it off after the first half, to be honest. All right, well let's go over the stats.
All
Um,
right.
CC ended with 10 points. She played 25 minutes. She was 4 for 12 for the field. 0 free throws, by the way. Everyone on the team had free throws largely except for her. 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 steal. She did have 4 turnovers. Mitchell, 12 points. Boston, 6. Howard, 4. McDonald, 7. Dantas, 4. Timpson came in clutch. She got 10. 10 with, she had a couple blocks. She had 2 blocks, 3 steals. So
Hmm.
I would say the player of this game is probably, I would give it to Timpson for the Indiana. I would say Timpson.
Yeah. I mean, at
And
this point,
she only played like she played 20 minutes. She got massive minutes, but she was 5 for 9 for the field. I mean, I think yeah, I would give it to Timpson. What do you
um,
think?
yeah, I'll give it to Tipson. She's the bright spot. She was the brightest spot of the game. A couple blocks, couple points. I mean, I'll give it to her. I'll let her have the shine. Everybody else play like garbage. I
Yeah,
mean, everybody on this team, and I don't say that too much about Caitlin, but The first game back, struggle, turn the ball over. I mean, like
Some of them were not catching just yeah, but yeah,
yeah.
she got stripped
And
at
she
least.
still, she and then she was winded. Had
Yeah.
to sub her
I
in
mean,
and out.
that was her first game back. I expected
Yeah.
that. Like,
Then you
yeah,
got a tough game on Friday
yeah.
against, and
Mm.
playing like this, and go, you know how physical Atlanta's going to be in that game.
Oh, yeah. Do you think she'll get free throws in that game?
I doubt it. And like V said, this championship wishes has gone, man. It's
Yes, I
been
don't even
gone.
know about the
Yeah,
playoffs. I don't even
yeah.
know.
I'm telling you, I don't even see them making a playoff. I don't. I just, I mean, because they hovering around that 6 or 7
Keep cooking. I'll be
spot.
right back.
Yeah, they um they hovering around that 6 and 7 spot, and that's where it's going to get dangerous. Right now, the only thing that's going to save them is how long Asia Wilson is going to be out, and they could pile up some games. They got the Fever actually got um they got the Dream on Friday. They got Dallas on Sunday. Then they come back. They got the Sun, and then they go to All Star break, and then they got the Liberty back to back. So this is going to be one of them games that Stephanie White gonna have to pull something, or they're gonna have to find players. They're gonna have to get some kind of energy, running energy off this thing. Of course, the media will say how Clark isn't not a Fever saver. Yeah, you know that they're gonna spend that Carney a lot. They're gonna spend it a lot. Um, well, they got the big folks outside, the folks inside. That makes make that make sense exactly. Um, V was getting offensive rebounds. They were getting two, and yeah, they was getting 2 to 4 chances to score. You don't do it. You can't do that and win. Definitely not. And shallow. To your point, if CC had teammates that could catch passes, CC would have these wouldn't have these turnovers. Yeah, less turnovers. You know, because a lot of people always harp on Caitlin Clark her turnovers. But the thing about it is, you gotta catch, and you gotta put ball, you gotta hustle. This team is just, I mean, I hate to say it, but that Commissioner's Cup championship was a fluke. I mean, they won that by out of sheer luck. They ain't won it like just went in there and beat a team with Caitlin Clark. They beat a team without Caitlin Clark, but it was a sheer fluke. You just caught Minnesota at a time when you just caught them. It, I don't know. Right now, I can't even talk about playoffs. They just need to they get to 500, they get back from 500. And I was saying about the right now I was saying about the standings. If you look at it, the league standings right now, Minnesota they 9 and 10. They tie with Washington. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. If the Mystics win a game this weekend and if the Fever loses, they gonna be out of playoff contention. The Mystics gonna make they'll be up there in the play. So the way the Dallas Wings play, they could even make the playoff if they play hard enough. You just don't have players that wants to play with Caitlin Clark. It's like they play against Caitlin Clark instead of play with Caitlin Clark, and that's the biggest issue. And Stephanie White, she needs to go to Amber Cox and say, "Hey, we need to bring some more talent, young talent that could run up and down the floor." Oh yeah, the Mystics are a better team. They came out the gate the season playing well. They are a better team, you know. And as bad as the Chicago Sky look, they could be a better team too. But they just play. They horrible. They wasting Haley Van Lith over there. She ain't getting no playing time. They should have never drafted her over there anyway. She should have went somewhere else. But the Mystics drafted well. They got the pieces, and they don't even have Georgia Amore yet because she's out with an injury. But imagine if she was playing, how talented this team would have been. The talent on the team, but how good this team would have been if Georgia Amore wasn't injured. The Mystics would have been very, very, very dangerous. I mean, they still dangerous. But for as for the Indiana Fever, I think Stephanie White needs to go to the front office, talk to Amber, say, "Hey, this is what we need. This is what we need right here." You know,
Frank, here comes
um,
CC YouTube stands. She
hmm,
back. Hold that L.
yeah.
um,
Hey, it's
yeah.
what it is, man. I can't. Actually I can't excuse none of it. To be honest with you, it's horrible. A lot of bad stuff that they love Kelsey, but there are times yeah, Kelsey is who she is, man. She's not gonna change for the team. She's not gonna
No.
change for the office. She's all about her individual stats and getting what she get. That's it. I mean, it's run its course. I think next year this team needs to spend less time trying to sign big name free agents and
Yeah.
get this and save that money, draft well, pull some players from overseas, do like the Valkyries did. Blend this team together to play on one accord. So thanks,
Yeah.
Shallow.
It's kind of like, oh, see you later, Shiloh. Yeah, it's kind of like Andrew said. Kelsey can shoot you out of the game. That's why I call her Enrique. She's like,
Yeah.
she's Enrique, 100%. And the thing is like, if her shot's not falling, the problem with Kelsey is if her shot's not falling, she contributes nothing else to this team. And I hate to be
Mm-hmm.
mean, but what does she contribute? You know what I mean? If her three ball's not shooting, she doesn't shoot a lot of mid range. It's either a three or she fights over three bigs to get a layup. Like
Yeah.
she doesn't contribute anything outside of her shooting. At
If
least with Caitlin, and same with Ari, if they're not shooting, they can still contribute to the offense.
yeah.
Caitlin made some bad passes. She got stripped a couple times. So those four turnovers, unlike most games, you can't put them all on her. Those four turnovers, if memory serves me correct, they were all on Cece. Like
Mm-hmm.
her handles were off. But I will say in her defense, she did get 10 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. She did contribute. She had about 40% from three. Her shots were falling. She was making things happen. But it's her first game back. I mean, she hardly played this year. She played what, 3 or 4 games, 5 games total. Um,
Yeah.
and and she only had her first full practice on Tuesday, which was what,
Yeah.
yesterday? Like,
Yeah.
so I mean, unlike New York, where she wasn't out as long as and I think she was practicing longer with the team. She's only
Yeah.
had one full practice with the team before this game. So I'm not making excuses for her. I'm just saying I'm gonna give CC grace because this is her first full force game back, and she only had one full force practice before this game. So I don't think she's physically prepared. She's not game ready yet. I
Yeah.
think I think they should have not played her today. I think, in my opinion, they should have waited till Friday and give her more full
Yeah.
practice time because she's not in game shape and she wasn't game ready today. I think they should have sat her today and played her Friday. That's just what I
And,
think. I think they pulled her back too soon.
yeah, and I think to piggyback off of that, um with the Kelsey Mitchell thing, if Kennedy Carter wasn't such a nutcase in her
Yeah.
head,
She might be
she
going to
would.
Dallas. I don't know. That's what the rumors
Yeah,
are.
that's rumors. I
Yeah.
can't see her and Paige playing together. I mean, that would be a deadly combination.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah, but Kennedy Carter, she gonna try. I mean, you got Enrique, her. Oh my gosh, who's going? You talk about nah. I can't see that because if Ricky come back, she's going to take a lot of shots. Kennedy Carter's going to take
Mhm.
she's going to take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Paige going to get frozen out. To I mean, it's going to be bad over there. That's just a piece. I just like I said, if Kennedy Carter was in a nut case and a head case, I'm just telling you to be honest with you, she would have been the perfect person to play along Caitlin
You
Clark.
don't think Kennedy Carter can change? I mean, apparently she's doing
Nah,
extremely well in Mexico. There's been no
that's
drama that I've
in yeah,
seen.
yeah, that's in Mexico,
You
but
don't think Courtney Williams had that brawl? Like she got an all-out fist fight, and she
yeah,
wasn't suspended or anything from the league. So I mean, this was like a few years ago. She and two of her friends jumped someone at a food truck. Um,
mm-mm.
I don't know, and she's still in the league and not banned from the league. So I don't know.
Well,
But Courtney
Kennedy
Williams is
Carter,
beloved now. Now she has changed though.
yeah, but Kennedy Carter had two or three separate incidents in the league.
Yeah,
She got exiled one time from the league, so I don't think they want her. I mean, some team will take her crazy on,
yeah,
maybe, but I just you know Ben Daniels was advocating for her early in the season to come over there, but I just she's a nutcase. She's a head case, man. And you don't know, she's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You don't know
oh,
what you're gonna get from her.
she's like a Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm good with that. And so
Yeah,
but and then but I don't know, man. I think I'm over Kelsey Mitchell now. I'm exhausted from her.
yeah.
Like I said, I like her as a person, but I just her style of play is and what's the name? Somebody just said it earlier. I think V said he said unless Stephanie White has a Chrissy size second half run and it's over for this with man. Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't see that happening. I really don't because even with Stephanie White, I mean, Chrissy size last year early on in the season, we did have string along some winning streaks too along that way, 5 game winning streaks here and there.
Yeah.
So we wasn't that far off, but we have not string. The most we had a 3 game winning streak, and most of them was either one was with Caitlin and two with not Caitlin. We have not played as a complete team completely. The Fever team last year played as a complete team, and they were still learning each other. They was doing different things,
But
and
we
they
haven't
still
had many games with a complete team yet, though.
yeah,
If you
yeah,
think
that's
about
true
it,
too.
like our roster hasn't been completed. Dantas has been gone. She had a
Yeah.
death in the family, so she was out. Then she was out for AmeriCup. CC has been out twice now for long stretches for injury. Ari just got back, but she was here and then she was gone. Now she's back. DB was out and now she's out. Um, we had we've had uh, we've had Sophie was out with a hurt foot. Sid was out with. I mean, Stephanie White, our coach, was out. So I mean, we really haven't had. This is actually this is our first game with our entire roster. If you think about it, like this is our first game when the
It's going to,
entire
I,
team was on the bench together and eligible to play. If you
I,
think about it,
yeah, yeah. In realistic fashion, yeah, that's a good point. I think going into the second half of the season, they're going they hopefully they add somebody by Sunday because they have to, 'cause
they have to.
they have to, because they have to get rid of Bree Turner's contract by Sunday. They can't wait after.
Huh?
So what I'm looking at going in the second half, if they could all stay healthy, they could all get healthy, come back in the second half of the season. Because you only gonna have but 2 or 3 days after All Star break to really do anything. So what you need to do is come back stronger than ever, and then guess what? Then pretty much make a strong run. If you don't do anything the first 5 games of after All Star break,
Yeah.
it's pretty much a wrap.
It's
I
going to be interesting because they
yeah
play again Friday, right? They're off tomorrow. Then they play Friday. They play Atlanta Friday.
yeah.
Or do they have a back to back? I know they have a back to back coming up.
They play Sunday against the
Okay.
Dallas. Yeah.
Okay. So they play
So
Saturday.
yeah, I'll be off because I'll stream both games. I'll be streaming both games because I want to see her play against Paige. I want to see that matchup.
Yeah.
But I know Atlanta's going to play tough. They're going to play brutal against them. So they got both of the games. They got the Atlanta game is the last game at home. Connie said, I had said it since last year. Mitchell is a problem. And now Mitchell and Howard on the same team. And they think we are going to the playoffs. Huh. She said, people flip me crap for saying that about Mitchell. Love to tell me she is a star, but so am I am in my own head.
She just she just is like one mode. Kelsey is one mode. She's been in this league. This is her 8th year, and she's been with Indiana the entire time. And the first time they made the playoffs and actually had a winning record was when
Mm.
Cece came, and that's because this is how Kelsey played, and she was the leader and the star of this team. And this is what you get, and it just doesn't it. I don't want to say it doesn't work. It doesn't work with this style of play
Hmm.
unless you're doing the back doors and the outlet passes that they were doing last year. But Stephanie Sides got away from all that. They're not doing any outlets. They're not doing back doors. They're not doing pick and rolls. Like everything that worked last year, they got away from. But that's where Kelsey Mitchell shined is when they were running those types of plays. But if you're just doing a read and react and free flowing offense, this is what you get with Kelsey Mitchell. You get the
Yeah.
dribble, 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 shoot. The only reason she looked better last year is because of the types of plays and the type of offense they were running. Stephanie White's not running that type of offense,
Yeah.
and now you get Enrique.
Bad showing.
If this team were your new car, would you keep it? Hell no.
Man, I'll trade it in so damn fast.
I'd rather get a POS car. Kind of like Adam Sandler.
Well, guys, if y'all plan on hanging out with us on Friday night with for the Atlanta Dream game, be sure to do so. We'll be here and on Sunday as well. So I appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate y'all sticking by us, listen to us rant, rave, and
Be sad.
be sad. You know, so again, like, comment on both channels. Continue to hit those likes button. Continue to support the channel. Continue to become a member to these channels. We're gonna always do this, even though it wasn't pretty today, and I lost sleep for it. So,
I'm so sorry. That stinks.
yeah, I lost sleep for it. So, again, y'all have a great afternoon. Enjoy your time. Until the next time, we out.
See ya.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying.